People have been pushing up mountains and across countries since the modern skateboard was invented. But distance skating really peaked during the long treks era when Paul Kent and company were filming their adventures skating in Peru and Morocco. Meanwhile, the Adrenalina Marathon peaked with a $15,000 cash prize, and famous races like the Chief Ladiga stage race have all died. There are only 2 races left in the United States: Broadway Bomb, the people's race that could probably never die, and Ultraskate, a 24-hour test of will and endurance. But we want to see, what does it take to break these old records? And can we do some new stuff on the way too? Two, one, Ultraskate 2022, presented by Blueridge Project. Hey, so this is Adam speaking. Sam and I have been pretty busy. We've both taken on full-time jobs, and we're still skating, but we thought maybe this year we'd film, how do people find time for training? What sort of setups do they use? How do you get ready for this sort of thing? So come with me, Adam, to the Minerals Research Laboratory where I work, and we'll start off my day with a cup of coffee. So the most important thing I think skaters should know about is the AeroPress. What is the AeroPress? Well, the AeroPress is the easiest way to make coffee using boiled water at work. So step 1, you get your coffee beans, put them into the AeroPress. Dump some hot water in there. Bam, get your filter. Put the filter into the filter lid thingy. Cap it on there. This is called the inverted method. Get that? You turn it upside down. Bam, inverted. Press that into the coffee cup. And it's not a true espresso, but it's a pretty good cup of joe. And it's easy to clean afterwards. Now, real life really beats you down sometimes, and that's why you need the cup of coffee. For me, that's like that momentum to go skate after a long day of work. The funny thing is, most people in endurance sports and skateboarding say that it's an escape from reality for them, but I actually love reality. The Minerals Research Lab is the coolest place to me. I get to do something different each day, and I can just focus on a task. I don't really need skating to escape from my job. Caution, don't pull drawers too far or you'll be... So. Now, don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, I'm still tired and it's hard to go out skating, but I think a lot about why I do this and what my motivations are, and it's not to escape from reality or even really blow off stress. I think it's just something I like to do. I mean, do we need a reason to skate for 24 hours? Hey Sam, how's it going?
How you doing? Good, how are you?
Oh, just chilling at work.
Nice.
What time do you want to meet up today?
Really, whenever. What works for you?
Are you running today?
I don't need to. I did a longer run yesterday than I planned on, so...
That works.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. Wow, look how pretty it is. Juno!
She gets so excited to see specifically you. I mean, I think you're great too, but...
Oh my goodness, hi. I'm gonna put this camera away. You want that Lunchables?
Oh man, there's still stuff in there.
Yeah.
I like this.
Hi, Juno.
Hello world, can you hear me? Test, 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 test. You're tired, do not.
Is this your wallet?
Yeah,
Boom.
I've been running a lot lately. 50 miler went pretty well.
It's like, why did you want to do the 50 miler?
I think for a similar reason as to why we do Ultraskate. Like no one gives you anything for doing it other than the satisfaction of knowing that you can do it. You can push yourself past where maybe you should.
Yeah. Doing distance skating, we know we never have a chance at like making it.
Yeah.
So we're only doing it because it's fun.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot to be said for like doing what makes you happy. I mean, it's cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. In the last year, I've had like 3 different jobs. Each one I thought was going to be my big break.
You convince yourself you want to do it because there's good money, but you don't really want to do it.
available.
Fuck off, Google. Now I'm meeting up with Jaron to go to Ladiga to do a 100-mile ride. We had to go to Georgia, so I gotta drive like 5 hours. We can get there at like 11 p.m. I think when I was growing up, every time I come to the mountains, it'd be like the best moment ever. I was always just excited to go up the mountain passes. I think that played a large part in why I like skating up and down mountains now. The allure of seeing the mountains all the time as a kid, which really made me appreciate them. They've always been the goal. Stuff like Ladiga, the greenways, they're just not very interesting. I'm probably not gonna film a ton because we're trying to do 100 miles pretty fast, self-supported. We'll think about it. Jaron, you're on camera.
Am I excited?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jaron's ready to do sports. 29 degrees. I don't really feel like filming. It's early in the morning, but we're in Cedartown, Georgia, and we're gonna go skate on Ladiga for 100 miles in the sub-freezing. The worst part about it is 100 miles is only a third of a freaking ultra.
I did it!
Jaron didn't get broken into. All the charity stuff didn't get stolen. Whew. The Silver Comet and Ladiga Trail are pretty awesome, but they are kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna be carrying 20 pounds of water and food on my back since there's nowhere to get stuff. At Ultraskate, in reality, my pace goals are probably like 13 miles per hour, but here in winter, you've got to be a little more realistic, especially since you don't have a pit crew. Ultraskate kind of sucks to train for. It's pretty hard to compare to a 24-hour race, so you really never know where you're going to be at once it comes. All right, halfway through our 100-mile out and back.
Feeling good. I'm having a nice banana, blueberry, blackberry oatmeal snack for lunch.
Baby food oatmeal snack. I think my only takeaway from this video will be that people need to watch their nutrition. You need to keep the carbohydrates up as long as possible. Something like Tailwind's kind of hard to use because you got to balance it perfectly in the liquid, whereas you can just eat and drink as you want when you separate them. All right, this is probably the last time I'm gonna record till I get there. I did the math wrong. We gotta do a 16-mile out and back.
Which we're stoked about.
Great. Keep right, except to ass. I look like a weenie, and we've been pushing for 102 miles. We feel really fresh. Good signs for Ultraskate. Good job, Jaron.
Good ride.
We made it. It was kind of cold.
It was more than 100 miles on accident. That's
Yep.
okay.
Nice, now my camera's gonna die.
Nice.
End of story. So to get a decent ride in, you drive down to Ladiga and drive back, I'm spending 10 hours driving to do a 10-hour skate.